Hey folks, so let's talk Jotai for state management in React. So I wanted to learn more about it, and whenever I read documentation, as soon as I look at code that I can copy paste somewhere and it works, I lose my confidence. But I really wanted to learn Jotai. I would really wanted to read about it and understand it. So if you are on the same boat as me, that you get ticked off with code that doesn't really work when you copy paste it somewhere. I went through all of the examples in the Jotai documentation and recreated them with Cypress Component tests. So you could, they do have tests, but leave the test aside. You could just check out each example and play around with it and try to understand it. And when I did it this way, obviously, it's a lot more intuitive and understandable for me because the result of experimentation, the quality feedback, those give you accelerated returns. And in my opinion, I don't know. They do give sometimes code sandbox examples, but it's not for what they're actually like the code samples that they're talking about. Sometimes it's at the end of a section, and I appreciate those code sandbox examples. But I don't need that much, right? Like, for instance, I think there was this. This is, by the way, what made me fall in love with Jotai. So you'll find all the examples under the Jotai folder in the Cypress Component examples repo. But if you compare it with use context 101 or use state, like you can basically just drop it and replace use state when you're in the context of a component. When you want to lift state with create context, for instance, you have to wrap that guy with a parent component. And the problem with that is it gets uglier and uglier when you have multiple states and multiple contexts. Like, so you have to keep wrapping all those states in a provider and then the second context in another provider, wrap over wrap, wrap over wrap, right? But with Jotai, you don't need any of that. You just create the atom and then use atom and then done. So this is as simple as that multiple states doing that. So if you're interested in Jotai, go check out each example that you might find in the documentation is recreated with some cohesive React component. So this is obviously not the same components that you find there. So I took those and tried to make meaningful things with them that would work in a test, right? So I appreciate that kind of documentation, things that work and things that are not arbitrary. So if you're interested in the same things, then definitely check these out. You will find, let's see, where is this at the, I'll link the PR in the description, but you will find everything under the Jotai folder, the Cypress React component test examples, and it will be merged soon. That's it. Go ahead and have fun with Jotai. It's really a cool library to check out. Later. Bye.